Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you. We are getting into the 8th house, which is the house of Scorpio, also one of my favorite houses. It's about transformation, reincarnation, karma, facing fears. It's just really the occult, stuff like that, like all that really like kind of darker, perceived maybe darker or taboo-y stuff. But I do love this house. So we are going to go ahead and go down to the singing bowl, and you'll be able to skip over this if you want, and go straight to the reading. But we're going to go ahead and do our little prayer and singing bowl, and then we're going to get into your reading. Okay, Scorpio? Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance, protection, and unconditional love. I'm grateful for all known and unknown, seen and unseen, divine energy guiding, allowing, and protecting us as we receive these messages with an open heart and mind. I pray these messages of healing reach those who will fully embrace and express their own divine energy for the highest and most loving good. As we walk on the path of love, healing, and redemption, may your healing light touch, taint, and transmute all darkness with understanding, acceptance, and faith in the holy light of love. Amen. Thank you, Spirit. Alright guys, okay, so we're doing a elemental star spread, and then I'm just going into another layer and then a little deeper, and then we just get a little deeper. These have been a little bit longer, so if you want to just get comfortable and watch your reading, then because they have been running close to an hour. So let's see. Okay, so we're going to start with the earth element, which is the issue, or the physical issue, the earth issue. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got the 9 of Cups, and it did come in reversed. Let's see how this is making you feel by going into the water element. What are your feelings on this? Feels like you are trying to maybe feel differently about a situation. It's going to be the air. Yeah. I feel like, okay, let me go into the fire. This is what you need to surrender or embrace. We'll get more on it as we go. Okay. Let's see what's in the heart space, the soul space. Oh. Okay, and a culmination of all these energies. Okay. Wow. All right, Scorpio. Okay. So we got the 10 of air on the bottom. I will say that this is feeling very heavy-hearted, okay? There's something here that's, you're trying to, it's the end. You want an end of a cycle here, something, but I feel like you're in your head about this. You don't maybe want a cycle to end, or you are, there's a feeling here of something like you almost needing to leave a situation, or there's just a feeling here of something having, it doesn't feel really great in the heart, but it also feels like you're trying here to be happy in a place maybe you're not. You could be trying to see the bright side, because you're thinking this could feel, this could be a beneficial place or situation for you. I just don't feel like you're feeling that way. I feel like, and this could be the other way, you guys, there's always like two sides to these, because this can go the other way too, where you're not happy in a situation that you know is good. There's a feeling here of not being able to, like almost like being too adaptable, too passive. That's what I'm getting. And it's got you like, it's like you're almost trying really, really hard. What I'm getting is you're trying really, really hard to see something differently. Because you know there's like, it's stable, okay? But for some reason, it's not feeling good. It's not feeling as good as it looks, if that makes sense. It's like something here looks, and in the mind, logically makes sense and is stable and everything. It feels stable, it feels, but there's a feeling here of you kind of just trying to see it, feel it differently, trying to feel it differently, but it's feeling like this is giving you a lot of anxiety and a lot of fear and a lot of doubt. So there's like this feeling here of needing to maybe stop being passive or adapting to something that doesn't feel right. That's what I'm getting. So we will get some more on this, Scorpio, but that's what I'm getting. Seems to be a lot of, it feels like upset, heartache in this situation, whatever this is. And it's causing a lot of just mental anxiety, and just a lot in the heart too. Like this is overall like, why am I here? Like a lot of questions regarding like why you're like almost, it feels like trying to be content somewhere where you're not. Now, like I said, this could be the other way around too, where you are somewhere and you're not content, and you know you need to be more adaptable, or you know you need to see something differently, and then that will release you from your anxiety and your fear. But it feels like there's something going on here, definitely, that you're wanting to kind of break free from. And it's a lot of feeling like trapped, kept down, maybe like you can't express yourself, or you can't, yeah, it's feeling like trapped. It's feeling like you're keeping kind of quiet and like passive in a place where you feel stuck or trapped. And it's like, because it's there's this earth energy, and it might be earthy, like it might be feeling like earthly stable, but something in the mind and the heart here is not feeling it this way. It feels like you're dimming yourself down, or kind of putting yourself on the back burner to be stable in your earthly things. That's what I'm feeling. We will get a little more on this, Scorpio, if this is your reading. If not, just find a different reading, you guys. It's fine. There's a lot of readings out there. This is what I'm getting. Now we got that Three of Swords overall energy. I mean, this is really going through like the healing process too. Healing from something here. Maybe a part of the healing process means seeing something differently. You know that, like in your heart, like feeling something differently. But it seems to be like, it's just interesting. Let's see. Let's get 3 of these. 6 of Cups. Yeah, there's something here from the past that's really making you sad. You could be pretending to be okay or happy, but this could be some heartache or some really tumultuous things you went through, either in this situation or just in the past that you're thinking about, and you're either not expressing it or, like I said, dimming it down, keeping it tucked away, keeping it tucked away in your heart. There's something here that's tucked away in your heart. And it's causing a lot of anxiety. We got this 9 of Cups here. Nice. And the Fool. Okay, and on the bottom, the World card, yes. Okay. All right, so definitely trying to close up an old cycle here or something. And it could involve like healing from something from the past. Looking at something differently, feeling something differently from the past so that you can feel like you're in a, it feels like you're in a good place physically, like in the earth energy element. But in the mind, in the heart, there's a lot of anxiety about healing something up, closing something out, so that you can have a new beginning. It's almost like there's a need almost. It's feeling more and more as I get into this to be adaptable, to adapt yourself to what's happening right now, which there's a healing happening and there's a needing to release a lot of anxiety and fear and doubt. Maybe about past stuff, maybe about how you're feeling trapped or constricted in a situation. Or maybe you're not happy in a situation where you know you need to be more flexible. I feel like this involves flexibility. Like you need to be flexible where you're at. After pulling this second layer, I'm feeling like there's a feeling here of needing to free yourself from something from the past that doesn't make you happy. And you could be feeling it, and it's really heavy, and it feels really heavy. But like logically, this, like, you know, you're in a good place and you're stable where you're at. There's just a feeling, and this is the 9 of Cups too. It's like you've done a lot of work, whatever this is, becoming more stable, releasing anxiety, healing. I think there's just a little more, but I am feeling like you need to like express yourself more, or maybe not put it in a box or hide it away in your heart, tuck it away in your heart. Whatever this is, I'm getting a lot with this. So let's go ahead and get the cards in between here and see. This is the Shaman's Dream Oracle, you guys, between the 6 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. The Whale Song resonating. There's something here I feel like you want to be a part of here. It feels stable, it feels good, it feels secure. You feel it in your heart. But for some reason there's some anxiety around. There's anxiety in your heart about it. Maybe it means you have to leave something, or you have to We got the spirit of the river, movement towards adventure. I was feeling that. There could be you've worked really, really hard where you're at. You've worked really, really hard and came a long way, healing something. But now there's anxiety about like needing to, it's like, I am feeling like there's something here that, was my initial feeling, is that there was something here that just isn't making you happy. There's a feeling that's just, it's like staying somewhere where you're comfortable because you've done a lot of work there and you've made something happen in the place where you're at. But it feels like it's feeling boxed in, and it feels like you're ready to start something new. It feels like the end of a cycle. It feels like you might be having a lot of anxiety, maybe even trying to work through these feelings in your heart, in your, you know, the way you're thinking about this, perspective. I'm getting that perception. Instead of looking at it as like, oh my gosh, I've put so much work into this, and this is stable and this is secure. It's like, you need to look at it differently. Like, if you've done this much work at the place where you're at, you can definitely do this much work continuing. But there seems to be a lot of emotion around this, a lot of feelings with this water energy, this well song and the spirit of the river. It's feeling like you want to make something either a little more, I just feel like there's something maybe you want to express or get out of that you're kind of not content with. Feeling trapped, feeling constricted, not feeling like you're moving. It feels stagnant. And that makes sense because we got the spirit of the river coming in, which the river to me is always movement, especially in emotion. So it could just be feeling really like it isn't moving like emotionally forward. That's what's kind of feeling like there might be like all the earth stuff where you're at, but there's something emotionally stagnant here. That's what I'm feeling. Excuse me. Although I feel whatever this is right now, you're happy about all the work and all the we got the 9 of Cups twice here, but it's that reversed energy. So this is telling me this probably goes both ways. Some people just want to make this deeper, a more deeper emotional connection, or have a more less stagnant kind of existence feel differently. Like it's just kind of gotten like meh. That's what I'm feeling. It's just gotten like still, and there's like not a lot of movement. There's not a lot of like it's just fixed. It's not that, and I'm getting that fixed energy. Like nothing changes. It's same, mundane. That's what I'm getting. So let's go ahead and get 2 of these. One under the well song here, Spirit. There's still like feels like a really deep kind of longing for something you felt in the past. And we got the angel song under the well song, you guys. Resonating. Angel song. But there's something here calling you towards it. Maybe to be more adaptable, but then again, this could be to leave a situation, to make movement happen emotionally in a situation. This 9 of Cups can totally counteract this 9 of Swords. So if you know, there could be a situation here where you're just, the way you're seeing it, the way you're feeling it and seeing it, it's like, I know this is stable, I know this is good, but for some reason I'm longing for this old feeling or this old situation or this old job, relationship, whatever it is, you guys. There's just something, that youth, that youthful, innocent energy, that's, and we're going to read that. That's really interesting that the well song is right above the angel song. There could be something here you're just not expressing too. You're holding yourself back from. I am getting that. I'm getting multiple things here, but that's, and then we got the creation. Under movement towards adventure, spirit of the river, creation. It does almost look like there's a river or something washing down the hands of the universe. It's like there's something that wants to move here, wants to be moved emotionally, maybe physically, maybe it's you, Scorpio, but there's a feeling here of wanting to be kind of freed to move. I feel like there's a feeling here of not being able to move, but feeling called towards movement into a new cycle and the end of an old cycle. That's what I'm getting. So let's go ahead and get one of these, if this is your reading, all right? Let's get one of these for under this Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords, and Three of Swords. It's like you want to be happy. Maybe you are happy and you're just still thinking about heartache and up in your head and just, maybe there is happiness here, but there's just a feeling here of being called by something else or released from something, or just knowing that it's like time to like either see things differently or move. Get out of the place you're in. See things differently or actually physically move. Let's see here. Let's get this. Natural healing power. Yeah, you have done is to speak your truth with passion. There is something here I feel like isn't being expressed. I feel like there's a constricting or boxing in, maybe some feelings that really make you feel good, that you want to express or move towards. It could be something from the past. It could be something that you just remember feeling or just remember, but it's making you feel like oh man, this reminds me of another reading I did with this, like this echoes of it was like, these memories are just like echoing, and it's not just like memories either. It's like the actual feeling itself is like echoing into your present moment. And the present moment is stable. It is secure. There's been a lot of work done. You've healed a lot of things, but there's still this longing for adventure and a new beginning. And I'm not sure what all that is about, but we will read the Well Song, the Spirit of the River, the Angel Song, and Creation, okay? Let's go ahead and get the Well Song. It's really interesting, these songs together. Could be listening to music, could be just reminiscing. I am feeling like a reminiscent kind of energy on the past, and it's making you have feelings about, and it could be like making you want to like jump in and to something and move away from something and start something new. It's just interesting. Feeling like there's a lot of reminiscing here. Remembering, harmonizing, and resonating. There are moments in life when you have a sense of deja vu, that you visited this place, these feelings, this person before. And you know that a new opportunity to dance has come around again. Yeah, like you know it's the end of a cycle with something, and you know it's time to kind of move into a different emotional space with yourself, your past, your present. It's time to be happy. It's time to free yourself from the anxieties, the heartache. That's naturally kind of happening here. If there's anything that needs said or spoken, it's like speak it with passion. It's like moving in. This feels like kind of North Node energy too. Like you could be moving into like really strongly into your North Node energy. Like a well song that pleads for its simple notes to be matched by another, you have a short time to capture their essence and let it resonate in a way that is fully, is potentially transformative, but only if you don't turn away. There's something here you need to listen to, see differently, feel differently, something like that. It's just something that's, I was feeling that echoing, like something echoing from a distance. Almost another space, place, in time, in a different reality, another realm, another life. But it resonates with you, and you're feeling it, and it's feeling like sometimes you may forget the moments of your humanity, your truest desires, because you become so earthbound and calculating, striving, and doing. You're so overstimulated by the chase of what you're exposed to that you forget your heart. Now it's time to jump in the water and play and be reminded of your creative self, your collaborative impulse to sing along, seeking harmony, beauty, purpose, and meaning. At this moment, that is your exact invitation. Awesome. You will achieve more than the plans you set in motion if you use this opportunity to explore, be curious, and take a much-needed break from what your mind thinks it needs to accomplish. Your heart is calling, answer it. That makes a lot of sense, because we got this Nine of Cups under the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords. There's something here your heart is calling you that would make you happy. And it's like to feed some part of yourself, or take care of some, like, and it could be like some youthful, like this feeling that just is there, but it's like you're almost ignoring it because of all the stability and the earthy stuff. It feels like it's like, this is good, I don't want to like lose my focus, but there's like, feels like this this emotional like energy that needs to move. Like this could be deep spiritual psychic energy that isn't getting a chance to move, because it's almost like it would interfere with your earthly the earthly matters that are stable and secure. But this is really saying it's time to like move emotionally, move psychically, move and move out of this like fixed, secure kind of box. It doesn't mean like you quit your job or anything like that, you guys. It just means you're not doing something here for yourself, and you're not listening to something that's kind of it's just ruminating in your heart, and it's causing you to feel stuck in your head. That's what I'm getting. So let's go to the Spirit of the River. Actually, we're going to go straight down to the Angel Song, because I want to read that, which is right under the Well Song. And with them both having songs in them, this is very interesting. You could have a dream of just, doing something. Song, this could be just music, maybe going to a concert, maybe writing a song, maybe singing. There's just something here that resonates with you, like on an emotional and deeper level, that I don't feel like you're doing or expressing, because you got a lot going on in the earth matters, and they are stable, and there is happiness there, but it's not this kind of happiness. It's not this deep spiritual happiness. And you could be working on healing something, working on your earth matters, healing earth matters, but there's something in you that I feel is kind of being neglected while you focus on these earth matters. That's what I'm getting. It says you have followed the script perfectly. It's the key words under this is lost and found. You have followed the script perfectly, taken all the necessary steps, and done all the right things. You have put a lot of effort into getting where you are. That's what I'm feeling. Like there's been a lot of work, a lot of healing, a lot of stuff happen to get you where you are right now, Scorpio. And it says, but as you approach the final stretch, your original desire no longer seems to matter. There was something here originally you wanted for yourself in your heart, in your deepest wells of your being, and it's gotten forgotten about, but it's not letting you forget about it. It's not letting you forget about your dream. It's not letting you forget about your heart. There's something here that's echoing, and it's coming, and it's hitting your heart, and it's making you have a lot of anxiety. Like, what am I supposed to do? I have all this I'm working on, or there's just this feeling here. And you've done everything right, like earthly, this is what I'm feeling, like to fit into society, to do your job, to pay the bills, pay your taxes, do your stuff, but there's something here emotionally being neglected and tucked away. That's what I'm getting. You feel as though you have lost your way. It says, because your original desires no longer seem to matter. You feel as though you have lost your way, and it no longer feels right. And that's what I am getting. You're not feeling good about this. It's giving you a lot of anxiety, because there's something originally you really wanted, a dream. This could be just like true love, or your dream job, or a place you wanted to be at this point in your life, living, or something like that. And it's just not came to. And it was something that was like really near and dear to your heart. It says, yet know that nothing you have done is a mistake. So it's all happened for a reason. You've went through all of this for a reason. It's not wasted time. It's not done. None of this is done in vain, you guys. We do all this to grow, to mature, to learn things about ourselves, and to find out just how passionately we really want something. When you go so long without water, you really find out how thirsty you are. That's what I'm getting. Yet know that nothing you have done is a mistake. All is worthwhile and will eventually serve a purpose. You will rediscover the right path for you, and it will lead you to a golden future. Let it all go for a while. The right path will become obvious in time. Yeah, it's not saying to do anything right now, but just to be mindful of this, that something here is calling you, and I don't think you're ignoring it, and I think that's why it's giving you anxiety, but something's going to come through here for you in divine timing. It doesn't mean today. It could be. I really don't know, but it says you'll discover the right path for you. Not through rational thought and analysis, but through a feeling in your heart. Yes, you're going to feel this way into this next adventure, this next chapter. You're going to have to feel it, not think it. It's like you're thinking, oh, but in order to get into this, I don't know, it's something in your heart won't stop, like, calling you forward into a new adventure, a new path. For a long time, you have been guided by what you thought you should do. Now is the time to be guided by your heart. Love will guide you to that which you love. My heart is my sanctuary, my guide and my truth, and it leads me along a sacred path. My destination is love, and my destiny is even brighter. Oh, I love that. Okay, let's read the spirit of this is now coming after this Nine of Cups, which it's like you may be really wanting to move towards some kind of situation here. It doesn't even have to be a situation. It's a feeling. It's a feeling that you need to do something, maybe heal something, maybe just step outside of your box, or not, or express something with passion that you've been kind of holding back, or something here is just calling you to move on it. Let's see what 50 here says. Movement towards adventure, addiction to problems, allowing and trusting the current. Okay, so this can feel a little dramatic. This feels a little like drama, a little dramatic, but it's like I'm almost feeling like a comfort in the uncomfort. Stop, it says, allowing the spirit of the river invites you to step into the flow, to stop swimming against or avoiding the current. Yeah, something here is trying to take you, this song energy, this water energy is trying to take you somewhere else, and you're fighting it, resisting it, but there's a feeling here of knowing that, like, this is stable, but you don't know what's coming, so it's kind of like, I'm going to stay where it's stable, where I know, like, things are taken care of, and I know how to take care of this, but this is like a new energy. Allow the waters to carry you downstream, away from the eddies and whirlpools. It's time to heed the call of a new adventure waiting for you. And then we got the Fool right after that, you guys. There's definitely something here calling you into a new cycle, a new chapter, a new book. This is awesome. Stop working on the problem for a while. The issue is not what it seems. This is interesting because we got the natural healing power. It's like you're trying to make something happy here. Trying to make something work here with your power, and it's saying stop working on the problem for a while. This issue is not what it seems. It is your addiction to fixing what has gone bad that is consuming so much of your time. So you might be just totally like, I can't stop doing this. I can't stop working on this because I have to fix this. I have to make this right. And Spirit's saying, no, you need to move on from this problem or situation that you're working on, that you're trying to make better than it. And it doesn't mean it's bad. It's just not the time for it to be it's not going to be what you want it to be. That's what I'm getting. This is interesting. It's consuming a lot of your time and energy. Work to create a greater good, and the bad will resolve itself on its own. Work to create a greater good. Don't do it because you want to fix it. Don't do it because you think it's your responsibility to fix it, heal it, take action towards it. Just come from a place of love. Do this all from a place of love, and something is going to open up here. Work to create a greater good, and the bad will resolve itself on its own. There's nothing that you can accomplish with more efforting. Yeah, not to try harder. Don't put more effort in, more energy. It's like, kind of just go with it. Go with it right now. That's what I'm feeling. Something's happening here. This could be just relationships or some situation in your life where you're just trying to fix it, and you're trying to, you're almost obsessing over making something feel better. And it's just supposed to feel the way it's feeling right now so that things can move. So that, this is interesting. There's a healing happening here. Definitely a healing happening. And I feel like it's a healing of these thought patterns, behaviors. This is the Nine of Swords too. It's all those patterns and behaviors that cause us to, stay stuck, self-sabotage, feel a certain way about something instead of just letting it be what it is. There is no loss or face or lack of honor or integrity. It is simply the new things, the way things are at this moment. That's what I'm feeling like. Something at this point doesn't feel good to stay in it, stay trying to fix it. There's something else kind of calling you emotionally away from some kind of situation, or trying to fix some kind of situation. It's something to do with your earth matters. It could be work, it could be a relationship, it could be anything, you guys. But it says when this card appears, it's time to say yes to the next leg of your journey. That Fool, you guys, coming in next. You could be contemplating saying yes to a different chapter or a different part of this journey, and kind of letting this run its course. It's like it's run its course, and it's where it's supposed to be. You've done what you needed to do. There's nothing more to really do. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Be fearless and release yourself to the rushing water in the middle of the stream. Whatever it is you are holding on to, the feelings, the thoughts, the beliefs about how things are or how they should or could be, can be fixed easily with the power of the spirit of the river. Simply let go and enjoy the thrill of the ride. All will be well. Yeah, it's like, that's what I'm feeling. It's like, I thought this was going to feel different. I thought this was going to feel different. And it's like not making me happy, although I've done everything I could to heal this myself, the situation, to make it feel better. I'm still having all this anxiety because it still doesn't feel, and it still doesn't look the way it doesn't feel the way I need it to feel or want it to feel. And it's saying it's time to move on to another part of this journey. Let's look under the creation, which is right under the spirit of the river. I love that, because the river is a kind of a creative force, you know? It's creative energy, it's deep energy, it's emotional energy. And the river, literally, like physically, the river creates new landscapes, you know? So I am feeling like this river energy, creating a new landscape for yourself by allowing your emotions to move, allowing yourself to move emotionally away from something. It's like into something that's more calling you and feels really closer to the feelings you want to feel. That's what I'm getting, if that makes sense. Poetics of light. Something of great value is forming in your subconscious. Yes, allowing that. And that's the deep water too. That's the water. Something deep down here in the well song. It's that subconscious is just echoing. It's calling you to bring it to the surface, up to the river, up to where it can be moved, because the river is usually shallower water. The wells are, you know, I feel as deeper water energy. Feel a stream of light flow through your heart and mind. This light is your true essence. Don't try to control or understand it, just allow it to be. This whole river energy, there's something here you need to just allow to run, allow to move. Allow something to come up to the surface. That's what I'm getting from your subconscious about this situation. You will be amazed by your creation, born of a thought and nurtured by your loving heart. Something here needs nurtured by this, but it's like you're keeping it down. You're suppressing something. You're keeping it on the back burner. You're not allowing it to move. You're not allowing that feeling to move. You're not allowing this because it would mess up the structure and the stuff you've worked hard for or something. That's what I'm getting. This creation stems from the light of the soul and will come to life through love. You have to come from a loving place. Be patient. Creativity thrives where there is childlike innocence and spontaneity. That is that Six of Cups on the other side, you guys. It's like you've already felt this. This is already ringing true to you. This is resonating with whoever it is resonating with. Creativity thrives where there is childlike innocence and spontaneity. All unfolds at the most perfect time. Through love, all is born, and to love, all returns. Creation is one great love. Creativity is part of your nature. There is no difference between the creator and creation, just as there is no difference between the ocean and its waves. I love that, because we got the well song, which would be deep in the ocean, and then the spirit of the river, which is like wavy top surface energy. It's like it's all connected. So something here deep, it's coming to the surface. It's connected to what you're seeing, or you're going to be feeling, or you are feeling, and it's calling you forward into a new creative experience and process in your journey, Scorpio, whoever this is resonating for. So let's go ahead and get a couple words here. Levity, A bow too tensely strung is easily broken. Yes. Not pulling too hard, not I'm feeling that tension, not keeping tension on something, attention on something all the time. Releasing your need to control something. Treating things lightly, objective view, not taking life too seriously. Yes, and that's where this feels like it's gone. Like this is that Six of Cups. It's like, I want to lighten up. I want to release the control or all this work I'm doing on something. You could just be really diving into a project, work, something, and it's like, this is just too much. I want to feel again. I want to, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. And then forgiveness. It all comes out in the wash. So if there's something here you've been working on being forgiven for, or forgiving another for, or this is something, and I feel like that is, it's like, if you're working on forgiving yourself or another, it's like, let it go. There's something here you might be staying kind of attached to or away from because you're feeling like this is the right thing to do to gain forgiveness or to give forgiveness. This is something to do with a healing something. And then we got sensitivity. Soft words can win hard hearts. Interesting. Awareness of others' emotional or mental state. A gentle stance of kindness. Being gentle with this movement and with this, and there could be something you need to express. Maybe it is an apology. Maybe it is communication that you're not. But there is something here of feeling like, oh, and you could have even like, maybe, I don't want to say hardened your heart, but that's it's so interesting, that song, Quarter Flash, Harden My Heart, is coming to my head. I'm gonna swallow my tears. I'm gonna turn and leave you here. That is Quarter Flash. That is one of my favorite songs. Back when I was a kid, I used to borrow my mom's tape and listen to that song over and over and over again. So there could be something you need to leave here, Scorpio. And it could be to do with a relationship or something. And you or they, something here is feeling quite sensitive about this subject, about the moving on from something, and is very aware that this is a sensitive and I feel very emotional situation. But gentleness goes a long way. And yeah, it's just like, you may feel like you don't want to leave something because it does feel harsh. But it's not harsh. It's not harsh. There are no mistakes in life, only choices. Selectivity. Appreciation. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. So appreciating what has been, what is, it will always be there. There are no mistakes in life, only choices. And amity, all for one and one for all. Friendliness and warmth in relationships. Desire for camaraderie. This is really coming together, maybe having a conversation, maybe discussing with the job, the project, the person, whatever it is. Being sensitive to everybody's emotions in the situation. Maybe being very honest about how you're feeling about maybe some stagnation, maybe the healing process that is or isn't happening. Maybe knowing and recognizing and speaking, hey, I've done everything I can here. And it's all in the wash now. It's all pardoned, released. There's no more grudges, but it's time to move on. That's what I'm getting. So let's go ahead and get a Kali card, you guys, and then that will close up your reading. It all comes out in the wash. Kama of Kali. You are being offered a spiritual gift from the Divine Mother. Your path need not be one of endless exertion. You're working too hard on something. That's what I'm getting. Connecting with pleasure. Yeah, there's something here. You're depriving yourself of pleasure for the sake of healing something, maybe gaining forgiveness, and this could have to do with getting forgiveness from somebody or giving somebody forgiveness, but there's a lack of you honoring your deep emotional truth. That's what I'm getting. Connecting with pleasure as a path of personal empowerment. Intending to bring spiritual benefit to the collective through the softening and opening of your heart is an act of worshiping the divine feminine. Let yourself receive her loving gifts. You could just be doing too much. And Spirit's saying you need to sit back, soften your heart, allow the divine to come into you and speak to you through your heart, and listen, because there's something there echoing, and you can almost hear it, but you're just maybe shutting it down, suppressing it, putting it on the back burner. And it's saying allow this. It's you have to soften and open your heart for this to come in. You're gonna have to, I'm gonna harden my heart, that song, that's what I'm getting. It's like maybe you hardened your heart here, Scorpio, to something, and it's like, I'm ready to open it up. I'm ready to be more sensitive. I'm ready to be more emotional. I'm ready to move into a more emotional place, not just a earthy, like, structured, like, physical place. I want that depth. I want that emotion. I want that water. I'm thirsty. That's what I'm getting, all right, Scorpio? So that's your guys' reading, and I hope it helped somebody. And as always, I appreciate you guys coming and watching your video, and I will talk to you later. Have a good day.